Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. If you are new, I am Emily, and on this channel I do faith music and lifestyle content, so if that interests you, definitely go ahead and hit the red subscribe button down below. We are soon going to be entering the holiday season, the Christmas videos. I am excited. I am working on planning the whole Vlogmas December ordeal. I am really excited about that, but in today's video we are going to be doing something really fun. I watched a video from Chad and Toy Masters. If you do not follow them, you should definitely do so. I love their sit down videos. I have learned a lot from them, but anyways, I'm doing 20 things I have learned in 20 years. The day that this video is going live, it is my 20th birthday. So, you may ask how I feel about that. I'm not very excited, to be 100% honest with you. We are here 20 years, and I'm going to share with you guys 20 things that I have learned in 20 years. I just literally picked 20 things, and honestly there might be a little bit more than 20 things because I kind of combined a few. But with all of that being said, let's go ahead and get straight into this video because it has been a very long intro. The first one is put God first in everything, literally every single thing. We may say we put God first, but do we actually put Him first? Because it is so important. The next one may sound harsh, but it's so true, and it is that not everyone cares. When you're going through something and you open up about it, not everyone is going to care or show compassion or show love and support. Not everyone will, and that is okay. Not everyone that you know is meant to be your best friend. God doesn't give us 100 million people to be friends with, you know. He only had 12 disciples. And so yeah, anyway, that is the next one, and I think it is a huge thing that I have learned over the past couple of years, and it is that just not everyone cares. The next one is not everyone is your friend, and that is okay. I used to think that it was something wrong with me if this person wasn't my friend, and you know, all of this stuff, but really it's just the reality that really just not everyone will be your friend, and that is a good thing, because if you had like 100 friends that you were close to, it would take like most of your time to actually care and nurture and love that friend as you should. Did you just lay on my phone? No, I moved it. Hi everybody! Welcome to Emily's channel! I'm not sure what you're supposed to say after that. So, this is Emily, my sister. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do because she's awesome. Wow. No, but I'm being serious. You don't think so? Am I awesome? Yeah. You're awesome. Sure. That's eyes. I'm awesome. Yes, she's awesome. I told you guys. See this face? It's lovely. She's feeling awkward right now. Can you tell by the look on her face? I want to feel this video. Okay, come on. Go. I'll be quiet. You can't just sit there. That's weird. Okay, the next one is staying in your comfort zone gets you really nowhere. I still stay in my comfort zone. Obviously, okay, disclaimer. All of these things I'm not perfect in, okay? It's just things that I have learned and I'm still having to put into practice every single day, literally. So anyway, staying in your comfort zone gets you really nowhere. And I have learned this mainly over the past, I'm gonna say like, I'm not sure, maybe year, because I really know that the Lord has given me gifts that He wants me to use for His glory, and I just haven't in the past. And like maybe I have, but like, you know, and it's like on and off. But lately I have been like really trying to just step out of my comfort zone, and that is hard, but it's something that I have really honestly enjoyed because it allows me to do things that like I normally, did you hear that? I normally wouldn't do. But the next thing that goes kind of along with it is try. You do not know if you will fail unless you try. The next one is love others first before yourself. I have gotten this a little bit mixed up over the past years because I'll be like, well, you know, you need to care for yourself, but at the same time, like, others go first, and that doesn't mean that like you can never say no or whatnot, but love others before yourself, and it will make you more in the presence of God and in His will, because that is what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to love God, others, and then ourselves. The next one is be honest with God. He cares and wants you to be honest with Him no matter what, no matter how you may be feeling. If you are angry or frustrated with Him, if you are upset, He wants you to tell Him that, because if you just like keep that in your heart, obviously He knows. He knows everything, and so He knows how you feel or how you're feeling, how you're looking at things, whatnot, but He wants us to tell Him those things. He wants us to be in an intimate relationship with Him. And if we are in an intimate relationship with someone, we will share our heart with them. We will share the honest, brutal truth with them, no matter what. And I think so many times we think that, oh, we don't need to tell God something because He knows, and He does know, but that does not mean that we don't need to tell Him things and be honest with Him. The next one is don't be afraid to be bold. This is something that I struggle with so much, like especially with when it comes to like friends and just like people outside of my family. I'm not very bold inside my family, but I'm definitely more comfortable, and so like I stand up for things and whatnot when maybe I sometimes shouldn't, honestly. But being bold, you know, not just for the fact of standing up, that's actually kind of goes with the next one, is stand up for the truth. Not just standing up for the truth, but in the sense of what is right, what is wrong, what do you have convictions about? Like maybe you have a conviction of this and they have a conviction of this, and you know, you're going with them, but you need to stand up for the truth and what you believe and be bold for what the Lord has convicted you of, because we are all convicted of different things. And yes, so many should be the same as Christians because we are in the Word, we are in Him, but often a lot of them are different, and we need to stand up for that and be bold for what the Lord has told us to do. So those two kind of go hand in hand. But the next one is it is okay. I'm a person who tends to really exaggerate and think that things are a lot bigger of a deal than they really are. And I think in the past couple of months, I have honestly really learned that whatever happens, whatever the Lord decides to do, it is okay because He is with me. You know, I may want this or want that or desire something or think I want something because I have thought that I wanted something in the past, and down the road I don't. Like, I see how the Lord has worked, and through the last couple months especially, it is okay. No matter what, it is okay because the Lord has a plan. The next one is it takes time to get to know people. I never really realized how long it took to get to know people until just recently. Like, it takes a long time to get to know people, you know. Maybe it takes 9 years to get to know someone, and maybe it takes 6 months to get to know someone else. You know, you don't know who someone is in the first month or two of knowing them. No matter what, really. Like, if you hang out with them like every single day, all the time, like, you may get to know them really, really quick. You probably will. But I don't know who does that. So in the reality of life, it takes a long time to get to know people sometimes, and it could take years, but it takes a long time. The next one is love is action, not feeling. And so when you say you love someone, am I portraying, is my actions showing that person that I love them? Another one kind of goes along with that, and it is People calling you out is a good thing and shows the true love and care they have for you. I have a super good friend, and just last night actually we were having a conversation and she just like called me out on like, it was kind of one thing but like a few in one, and I am grateful for that. Like, she has briefly brought it up, but last night she like explained, and I'm super grateful for that. It is a good thing when people call you out. And so why I decided to put these two together is love is action, not feeling. And she was willing and bold enough to come to me even though it was hard for her. She honestly said that she wished that she could have deleted this message. You probably know who you are if you're watching this, but I'm grateful that she didn't delete that message, because yes, while it was hard for her and she didn't know how I was going to respond in the long run, and after I have had time to process and think about what she said, it is honestly so true, and I needed that. The next one is forgive and ask for forgiveness. I know that bitterness has become a very popular thing in this world. I don't know why. Just like the last couple months, I've noticed like bitterness. It's like really popular. But bitterness is when you do not forgive. It's when you allow bitterness to come into your heart and take control and just harbor it. And forgiving people is very important. Even if like they don't know necessarily that they hurt you. Maybe they do and they didn't ask for your forgiveness. You need to forgive them anyway. Asking for forgiveness is also very important because it shows your humility along with your sincerity and love for that friendship, relationship, whatever it may be. The next one. Your job is important. I was actually thinking this the whole time. Like, I feel like I put my job at the very, very bottom. And that's not really right. Like, I need to make my job a priority because I desire to make an income and support myself one day. And I often fail at thinking that my job is important. I put everything above it when, like, yes, most things are above your job. Like the Lord, your family, your friends, all of that. But at the same time, I often put my job at the very, 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 very bottom and do not make it a priority. Your friends aren't perfect. Plus, choose your friends wisely. As I was saying a little bit ago, I think the most greatest blessing in a friend is to have them be honest and love you in the sense of being honest and also supportive and encouraging to you. And I used to think that the quantity of my friends was better than the quality. I don't really like saying that because it sounds like they're a product, but the maturity, the love, the support, the encouragement, the honesty, the everything is better in one friend than none of that being in 10 friends. And I have had to learn that the hard way. So if you are young, please learn this now rather than wanting 20 friends and not having them be good friends who lead you the wrong way, than having one good friend who leads you to the Lord. Because I think that's kind of where I'm at. I have just a couple of friends who lead me to the Lord and encourage me and are honest, and that is so much more of a blessing than having 20 friends who don't encourage me in the Lord, who don't lead me to Him, who don't tell me things that I need to know about my own character, about, who aren't even open and honest about themselves and don't feel comfortable sharing with you. You want a good friend, not 10 fake friends. The next one, easy to say, hard to live by, is think before you speak. I fail at this every day, but it is something that I have learned so much. a lot of times when I'm frustrated, I will just speak things out of frustration and not put a whole lot of thought into them, and later I will regret what I said. I will regret it a lot. We say hurtful things when we are frustrated, when we just speak out of our mind and out of our own lust and our flesh. It says out of the heart, so the mouth speaks, something along those lines, and that's really true. Rushing doesn't accomplish more. It only makes you stressed. This is for me personally. I have noticed that really when I rush, I don't really accomplish anything more. Like maybe if we're setting up for something, or you know, like we have to get out the door quickly, I will rush to get myself ready to put things on the table, you know, just those kinds of things. But like on an everyday basis, I can't rush through Bible, rush through getting my chores done, my work, my anything. I can't rush through those things to get more done, because honestly at the end of the day I get more stressed and I've got the same amount of things done. That's just the truth for my life. I don't know if that's like true for everybody, but it's something that I have learned, is rushing doesn't accomplish more. It only makes me stressed. The next one is the way you look has nothing to do with your character. I used to put the way I look on high priority, because I really struggled with acne for about 2 years. I still struggle with skin issues, but it's not nearly as bad. And during those 2 years, I became very insecure. Okay, it was actually like 3 years. Sorry, take that back. It was about 4 years. Sorry, it's about 4 years. I became very insecure about that, and I began to layer on the makeup because I just was so insecure. But my identity doesn't come in the way I look. It doesn't come in other people. It only comes and is in Christ. Our identity is not found in anything but Him. It cannot come from the way we look, because that is the most fleeting thing, the way we look. That is like a huge thing that I have had to learn, is being comfortable in the skin that the Lord has given me, being comfortable with how I look. And that doesn't mean neglecting my health. It only means accepting who God has made me, accepting the way He wanted me to look, because I'm made in His image. And so are you, and you are beautiful and wonderfully made, special in God's image. The last one is listen to the counsel of your parents, plus respect their decisions. They know better than you. As a teenager, or even as not a teenager, because I know this isn't gonna like change, you know, the day I turn 20, but I feel like I really struggled with this, is accepting that my parents do know better than me. They know so much more than me. They have lived so much more life than me. They have seen the world more than me. And accepting the fact that they know more, they are wiser. That's not bad. That is a good thing. And respecting their decisions to protect is such a blessing, and it should not be looked down upon. It should not be bad. It is a good thing. It is so beautiful. But that is the end of this video. I really hope you guys have enjoyed it. I know that it was really fun to just sit down and think about what are the things that I have learned over the past 20 years, and so much has happened in the past 20 years. It's kind of crazy to think about, like, everything. Honestly, like, it's not like a ton, but like it's kind of big things to me, because I've never lived in somebody else's life, so they're big things to me, maybe not to them. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you could learn something, be encouraged by it, something. I hope you guys have a very blessed rest of your week, and I will see you, Lord willing, next week with a brand new video. God bless you guys, and I'll see you.